They're going to need the rest of their teammates to be able to step things up.
Oh, they need Arvin Santos to come in and really help them out.
This quarter brought to you by Motolite. For express at service, call 370-6686. Well, a report I got during the half, Dr. J, one of the main reasons why itong si Chris Ross pala did not start the ball game, may konting sakit daw siya. That's why they were forced to go with another player, which turned out...
Well, it was Cabagnat who started for them. No?
That's right.
But yeah, maybe. But I think you're talking about playoffs time, and if you're not really disabled, you want to be in the court.
That's a good point. Quick foul there.
Here we see a little bit more movement, try to screen there. So they're moving the ball out a little bit more. And Arvin Santos finally gets a three-point shot. His first points of the ball game.
This three-point shot brought to you by PLDT Home DSL Triple Play Plans. Let's check in with Sel Guevara.
SMB needs to create more opportunities, so they have to get more offensive rebounds and expect them to adjust defense on Paul Lee and Wendell Martinez. Sa Rainer Shine naman, they need to be more aware that defense is concentrated on Paul Lee. At sabi pa ni Coach Yang, others have to help clear out some space for Paul to operate, so they need to set hard screens. At sabi pa ni Coach Yang, this is not going to be an easy win. They have to earn it. And the good news is, si Bo Belga, his ankle sprain is just mild, so he will try to get back here in the second half, Anthony.
And let's see how effective he's going to be pag binalik nga siya rito. Chris Ross, good defensive stance. 60-49 po ang ating talaan dito. Looking inside once again for their main man. McInnes gets away.
So you can see that definitely he just has his way against Arizona Reed at the post. No? And Fajardo could only offer a token of resistance with 3 personal fouls.
At least at this stage, Doc, siguro pag medyo fourth quarter, pwede na bumangga ulit yan.
Yeah, he's going to try to block some shots. And look at what McInnes does to that layup of Chris Ross. 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
McInnes already with 24 points to lead all scorers. Reed trying to get into the scoring act. Misses everything.
And he's shooting air balls, you know.
There on your screens, you have the man we were talking about earlier. Kung makakabalik siya, yun ang malaking tanong, si Bo Belga.
It's obvious that he retained himself. And there is Paul Lee. Paul Lee is just, because of the way that Kinyahan sets that screen, Chris Ross is just completely wiped out.
Here's Ross, trying to get it back. Foul ang itatawag.
Medyo nasaktan rin to si Chris Ross, I think, because he banged hard against the railings there. And if you're not feeling well, that's not going to help you either.
Exactly.
But he's a trooper. You know, he's one of the troopers that we know of the league.
Well, semifinals na, Doc. Talaga, katulad niya na sabi mo kanina, talagang ilaban mo na. You fought tooth and nail to get here.
Oh, what an effort there by Arizona Reed to save that ball and eventually giving easy 2 points there for Jumar Fajardo.
The lead has been cut down to 13 here. Lee surveys the situation.
Again, there's that screen for Paul Lee.
Kinyahan for 3. Not that time. Fajardo with the board.
Well, he gobbled up that rebound.
And he paid the price. Also
Yeah,
natamaan siya sa ulo. Lassiter, sweet shooter, doesn't go, but Arvin Santos is there to clean things up.
Where he's beginning to work now, you know, getting a 3-point shot going. That's a good offensive rebound. He has 5 in the ball game right now on the follow-up.
Trying to do the other things. McInnes for 3. No.
Maybe not exactly the kind of shot you want, especially when the other team is trying to get some momentum.
At the same time, attack the interior dahil si Fajardo right now can't really play defense too much. Reed with a shot from the outside.
A lot of pressure against Paul Lee.
Ibanez gets away. They send it back to Ibanez. Will he attack? Yes, he will. That looper will not go. The ball will stay with Rainer Shine. Lee can't operate it. Naipit si Chris Ross dun sa screen.
What Chris Ross is doing is he's always trying to fight the screen. He's never going to go under Paul Lee At the same time, he's trying to use his hands to shove off the screen of Kinyan so he can get, there's the push by Paul Lee.
They swing it to the other side. Kinyahan stops.
A good challenge there by Arwin, and he's sneaking out. That's the problem. So Arwin has 7 points in this quarter. Extra motion there on that.
Sinipa pa niya yung board. Chan for 3. Not gonna work. And here's Arwin Santos, but he will lose possession.
Yeah, but you can see that he's working a lot more now. No? He's a little bit more active now. Okay. And Belga is coming back. It's great effort there on the big man's part.
Master Guapo move brought to you by Master Face Scrub. Sikreto ng mga guwapo.
Really glad to see a player not really get a bad injury and that he can come back.
And there's Belga. Let's see. You know how mobile he is. Tingnan mo, medyo hindi ganun kaganda yung kanyang galaw. Ibanez gets away inside with a twinner.
Somebody didn't guard him in that play. He came from the weak side, and when he drove to the basket, still he wasn't challenged, and a very poor inbound pass.
Chan for 3. Bang!
What a very bad turnover, giving them.
.29 remaining sa ating laro. Third quarter action, of course. Looking for another three-pointer is Santos. Masyado malakas. The lead back up to 12 dito para sa rain or shine. Belga sa labas. Finds Chan. He had a three-pointer earlier. They let him shoot another one. That's not going to drop this time. Here's Lassiter. Trying to get 2 points back. Off that board, Ross. Quick to it. Reed for 3. Short.
There's a difference for the part of three-point shooting in this ball game. Rainer Shine has just been more accurate than San Miguel.
Let's check in with Sel.
Dahil nakakahabol na ang SMB, Coach Yengyao was quick to address na kulang ang players sa sense of urgency pag nag-execute. So let's see if this wake-up call will work for Rain or Shine. Balik sa inyo.
Well, another big offensive rebound here by McInnes. It looks like he got the message.
Yeah, well, you know, because he, you know, during that timeout, he probably was told, we have to fight for every shot. No? And if you're going to take a three-point shot, we're not going to get the rebounds there. Here's another one. But he made it. Of course, there was already a foul called against Chris Ross earlier. That's number 3 on him.
Lee gonna try to operate against Ross once again. Trying to use his strength. Step back, no. But there's another offensive rebound here. Napakarami na niyan sa araw na to.
Good tao ni Arwin Santos yan, and Arwin was already beginning to leak out. So, Jairi Baños got the offensive rebound.
Extra pass, Lee finds McInnes. Belga for 3. Bang!
You can see Belga is limping a little bit. I don't know if he can stay in the ball game long. He must
might
be
aggravate
hurting.
that, yeah.
He must be hurting.
Tapos ang laki na naman ng kanyang binabantay at tinutulak. McInnes almost with the steal. Shot clock at 8. They swing things around. Lassiter for 3. Yes!
He just is deadly from the corner.
Lead cut back down to 12. 17 points now for Lassiter. Belga, nice bounce pass inside. And that is a duty foul coming from Fajardo. Pang-apat na yan.
Well, that's not a good foul to give. You give him the shot. You're only in the third quarter. You don't give him a foul like that. Because they don't have anybody to replace him.
And it doesn't look like there's a move from the San Miguel Beer bench to send somebody in. It's Tubid that's getting ready to check in. Hindi lang natin alam kung si Fajardo nga yung kanyang papalitan. Hindi,
Santos.
si Santos. And now the brain trust of San Miguel Beer. Trying to find out kung anong pwede nilang gawin dito. This free throw brought to you by Smart. Live more.
Back to a 14-point lead here for Rain or Shine, who has controlled this ball game.
26 points already for Wendell McInnes. Ross. Tubig. Tubig looking for some space. Lassiter talagang binabantayan ni Ibanez. AZ Reed, extra pass, and a foul will be called. 2 free throws coming up for Junmar Fajardo.
Second personal foul on Bell.
Well, Doc, you can see he's in obvious pain, pero talagang lumalaban pa to si Belga.
He's as tough as you can get, you know, in the league.
That's a good way of putting it, Doc.
You got to give it to Fajardo. I mean, he's playing his heart out. 18 points. He and Lassiter really have been the, what do you say, the good spots for San Miguel. Back to a zone here for San Miguel. Trying to conserve that foul trouble of Fajardo.
Belga with the jumper. Not that time. Here's AZ Reed. They feel they've got the numbers, pero yan na naman si Paul Lee. Alam mo, ang bibilis ng kanilang mga kamay sa passing lanes.
And they also realize where the pass is going to go to. You don't want Lassiter shooting that open three-point shot from that area.
Lassiter! Yes!
That's the reason why. He's really having a good tournament, especially in the playoffs. Just before the playoffs, in the run, plus the playoffs, and now here in the first game of the semifinals.
Ay nga sabi nga nila, one of the main men na gusto nga kunin ni Coach Taff, Baldwin.
Dapat, because you want a shooter, no? Plus you want a guy that can also defend in the two-guard position.
And somebody else also found his groove here. Ibanez, jumper, masyado malakas. Junmar with the board. Ross quickly pushes it up. Tubid says, let's wait for Lassiter. Nice extra pass. Bola daw, sabi ng ating referee.
As referee Arterera.
The tap is going to go to Belga. But a foul is going to be called on Ross.
That's the referee Arterera again.
That's going to be 4 personal fouls on Chris Ross. He's going to have to hit the bench.
Yeah, definitely. And that will also be the 15th foul on San Miguel, putting them into the penalty. Rain or shine only has 3.
Babalik na ngayon si Alex Cabagnot, who started in place of Ross.
And a warning has been given to the bench of San Miguel for improper bench decorum.
Look at the way they move that ball around, but they're going to lose it. Pero yung pasa, si Belga lang nandun.
There was nobody running to the front court after the interception.
Norwood thought about that 3, finds Belga. Belga all alone. That's not going to drop, but there's McInnes. No.
Well, he almost had another offensive rebound.
Reed kicks it out. Tubit has to put that one up. Can't get it to go.
There's no confidence in that shot. You could see he didn't want to take it.
Pero libre siya, Doc. He had to.
Yeah, that was the only thing. Kailangan. Pero hindi siya kumpiyansado doon sa tira niya.
Chris Chu.
Hindi katulad niya. Talaga tinira. Although he hit the air ball, but he really just shot it when he received it.
Reed with a jumper. No.
Okay, no rebounders.
That's why Chris Chu was able to easily take that one. 74-65 ang ating tala on 2:34 remaining. Game number 1 of the semifinal series, rain or shine, laban sa San Miguel Beer. Anthony Sutay kasama si Dr. J. Andy Howe.
That's a long one.
Down!
That looked like it was going in all the way.
Nagbanggaan si Chu at saka si McInnes. AZ Reed is gonna head to the line for 2 free throws.
AC knew that Belga was going to foul him. So he was just going on a different route. Inaantay niya yung pito ng referee and he was going to throw it up. Well, the closest that San Miguel has come to the big lead of Rain or Shine was 7. Before another 5-0 run by Rain or Shine put it at 12.
That free throw brought to you by Smart. Live more.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. San Miguel continues its zone defense here. Gabi Espinas coming in for Fajardo.
They continue to swing that around. Iloan checking in. Norwood forced to take this one. Doing with the board.
Really pushing the ball out.
Looking for Reed.
That's a
Tubit
different
now with
shot.
3.
You can see that shot was different. When he got it, he was taking it. And he got knocked down there too by Makinis.
4 na lang ang lamang ng rain or shine. Well, that zone seems to have worked, Dr. J.
Well, they had to. You know. I was talking with Kurt earlier. I was watching. He worked with the net. I was telling him they should have got to the zone earlier. And that's a flagrant foul. Of course, that will be reviewed because Tubit didn't get it on the head.
We're going to see that on a replay and see exactly what happened.
Tubit probably is boxing out here. McInnes didn't like it. He also had an elbow out. They hit him on the head. I don't know if he touched him, but obviously Tubit made the motion that he got hit on the head, but we don't know. Oh, he got it. Parang pinatukan.
Yeah. Kasi may tama, Dr. J, sa ulo.
Wendell McInnes as his first foul. Wendell McInnes to sit on the bench for 3
He was called
minutes.
for a flagrant foul. Because that will mean Tubit will go to the free throw line plus possession. No? And McInnes will not come back until the 4th quarter. Anyway, he usually gets his rest at the end of the 3rd quarter, but you don't want him at this stage where San Miguel has an opportunity maybe to come closer or even equalize.
And now, suddenly, you really have the momentum on the other side of the foot.
Saka napapahinga po pa rin si Fajardo. So, you know, that really helps them. Although Fajardo himself is in foul trouble with 4.
Tubit makes the first.
Remember, he just made the 3-point shot earlier, Anthony. So, these 2 free throws gave him a 5-0 personal run.
Dalawa na lang ang lamang, Dr. J.
Plus possession pa sila. And plenty of time. Oh,
Lutz back in the ball game. Takes it strong to the basket, gets blocked.
that's great defense there by Dave Norwood.
Chris Chu, all the way forward to Almazan. He blows the layup.
Well, he got nailang siya doon sa dating ni AC Reed. That's a blocking foul there called against Ulloa. And they are already in the penalty now, so Arizona Reed will go to the free throw line.
Watch it here once again. Tama sabi mo, Dr. J.
Nailang siya. But there was no contact, no? So there was no call made.
Arizona Reed looking to tie things up here with a minute remaining in the 3rd. This free throw brought to you by Smart. Live more. At tabla na tayo, Dr. J. The first deadlock of our ball game.
And we're only in the 3rd quarter, so plenty of time for anything to happen in this ball game. Rain or Shine has to solve that zone defense that San Miguel has gone into.
Talaga na blanca sila. Jumper on the way. That's a 3-pointer.
Jonathan Ulloa coming to the rescue.
Well, those corners will be open, Dr. J, for threes. Babawi daw ang San Miguel. Yes! Cabagnot has been one of the main scorers dito para sa San Miguel Beer.
Well, people said it's going to be a good series. So far, it didn't start that way, but it certainly is a ball game right now.
We're going to have a great 4th quarter coming up in a bit. Difference of about 7 seconds. Game clock, shot clock. Uloan swings it to the other side. Almazan will be fouled by Espinas.
Raymond Almazan will go to the free throw line. Espinas picking up his 3rd personal foul.
4 out of 4 para dito kay Almazan.
Seven points in the ball game now for Almazan.
Lamang na naman ang isa ang rain or shine. Final possession though will belong to San Miguel Beer. Pasok yung dalawa. Cabagnot hit a 3 earlier, looking for back-to-back threes. Yes! Chu will put that up. It's blocked by Lutz. And don't look now, but San Miguel Beer has taken the lead.